Hi everyone, it's Lynsey at Barbour ABI. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the inside of the project. So looking at the project's information and viewing the company details. So what we're going to do first is just click onto one of the projects from the list. And when you click on the project, it takes you into the full details. Up at the top here, you'll have the project name, the address of where the site is, and then you'll get lots of key information along here. So the date we first reported on this project here, the overall value of the build, the unique ID number for each project, when we're next due to make a call here, and when we last checked the project here. So this always gives you an idea of when the call's due and when we last made a call on it. You'll see the name of the researcher here that is currently dealing with this project. And over at the right, you've got the site progress here. So if the project is currently on site, so work has started on site, you'll have site progress here and it will tell you how far through the build it is. So this one's 35% through. And if you see this icon here, it means the information that's been added was from a telephone call. A little bit further down here, you're then going to come to the details of the project. So here you're going to see what the scheme is. So this is telling you what the build is for. The next section here, the planning stage, will tell you where planning's at. So this one's saying it's got detail approval. There will also be a link here that you can click on and view the planning application. You'll be able to see all the documents and the drawings here. The next section here is the contract stage. So the stage here will say pre-tender, tender or contract. If it's at one of those stages, you'll have the contract type, the funding types, you'll have development type, all of your timings here. So when the project is going to start or end on site, any tender return dates, anything like that, you'll see in the timing section. Below that, any dimensions. So if we've picked up the floor size, numbers of units, numbers of stories, that information will be there. And over at the right, any materials or categories linked to this project will be here. And if we do pick up any specification within the materials, you'll see that additional information there underneath the material as well. So next tab over then is roles and companies, and this will show you any companies or contacts that we've picked up dealing with that particular project. My license will default, I've got favorite roles, so it's showing straight away the roles that I've picked that I'm most interested in. If you don't have favorite roles set in your settings, the default would be all roles. So this is where you can see everybody associated with this project: clients, planners, architects, project managers. Next to any of the companies, if they have this little arrow next to them, it means we've confirmed a contact name. So you can click on the arrow, and at the right here, it will give you the contact name dealing specifically with that project. So any contacts there, you can just click on the arrow at the right. If you see any of the companies where we've got the company name here, but there isn't an arrow at the right, it means we've confirmed that that company are working on that project, but not a contact name. You can still click the company name and it would take you into the full details of that company. So you'd get their name, their address, their telephone number there, so you can still make a call to them. And there will be a tab a little bit further down inside the company that says people on other projects. And this will give you a list of historic contacts for that company. Now, if you are using this page, do be aware of the date next to it. So you can see here, we used his contact last in April 24, but you'll have another contact here where we've not used their details since November 2018. So if you are going to look at the contacts, just be aware of that date we last used the details there. So if I just come back out of the company, your next tab across then is going to be the updates. This is going to show you anything new, updated or changed within the project. And over at the right, it will give you the date we updated that information. The next tab over is where all of your activities are going to be. So down the side here, you've got different activities you can do. The first is my tags. If I click here, you can see I've got lots of tags created. So what those tags are like little folders, and you can put projects or companies into these folders to cherry pick and keep separate. You can add things into existing tags that you've got. So you can build up 5, 10, 20 different projects in those tags, or you can create brand new tags by giving it a name at the top, clicking add tag, and it will create that little folder and put that project into it. You have the option here to share with other colleagues. So anybody that currently has a license on your account, you'll be able to see their name here. You select their name, you can add in a message and click share. That would email that project to them from you with your message. The My Notes section is where you can leave notes. So each time you come back in, you can see any notes that you've added. You just type them in and click add notes at the right. If you have access to the calendar, you'll see this tab here where you can add an event, and this means that you can get a reminder to follow that project up. So you can set a reminder in 2 weeks to call this project back. You'll get an alert within the platform. You'll also get an alert via email. And the collaboration will show you anything you or other colleagues have done on this project. So you can see here, I've marked the project as favourite, I've taken the favourite off it as well. Other colleagues have put it into a tag, archived it or put notes on it. So any activity within your company, you'll see here. The next tab over is the map. This is the route plan. This will take your current location and give you directions to that site. Or you can just pop a postcode in at the top here and it will give you directions from that postcode to the site. Just above here, you'll see also some quick links. So these at the top here are links if you've got a tag, share, notes, diary reminder. So if you had a tag, you'd have a little one next to it, or you can click on any of those. If I click calendar, it will drop and open that section. It's just a quick link. You'll have your favorite here. So this little star, if you click it, it's turned blue. It's a favorite now. And anytime that project gets new information, I will get an email alert to let me know. And then the next tab here is the archive. You click that archive. Do you want to archive? You click yes, it will delete that project. You won't see that project again and it won't appear in any of your other searches. And the icons at the right, you can click print view. That will send that project to your printer, or you could then save it to a PDF. And the project inquiry, this is going to be for you to ask a question to our research team about this particular project. So anything that you need to know that isn't on there, ask it here, click send, and our team will look into it and come back to you. And either way, whether we can or can't find the information you're looking for, we'll come back to you by email and let you know. And then if I click back now at the top, it just takes you back out of that project. You can then go to the drop down again, and you could then switch to companies. So currently on the screen, we have a list of companies here. So to view the full information on that company, you just go to the company name and you click the company name. That will then take you inside the company details, and up at the top you'll have the company name, the address of that office. You'll then have the company phone and website here at the top. With those details, you will see there's a LinkedIn icon here next to most of the companies in the system. If you click that, that is going to link you directly through to their LinkedIn page, where you'll be able to click on people and look at all of the contacts within that particular company. So inside any of our companies here, you'll get a people page. This is historic contacts that we have ever used for this office. So if you are going to use this page and look at the contacts, you do need to be aware of the date next to the contacts here. So for example, here we last used his contact in March 23, but the next contact here, we last used his contact in 2019. So if you are going to use these contacts, just be aware of the date that we last used them. In the people section, there's also a tab here that says other roles within the organisation. And when you click into that, you get sort of your high level contacts here, directors, head of, so decision makers in this page. The next tab over inside a company is the project list. So this is now going to list any projects for this company. Also down the side, you'll see it's broken down as well. So although this office have 2,161 projects overall, it is broken down at the side by the role that they are on that. So a lot of these projects you can see here, 2,000 of these projects, they were just a bidder or they're still currently bidding. Of those, 97 of those projects, they are the main contractor, others they're subcontract roles. If I click contractor here, it's now just going to load the projects where they're a main contractor. There's also this filter at the right here, which is blue at the moment. So that means it's only showing you projects that are currently live. If you switch that off, you'll be able to see completed projects as well. So sometimes, although it might say contractor 10, if you load that up, there may only be 6 or 7 because it's automatically taken out any projects that have completed. So if you do want to see those as well, you can remove any filters on there to look at their whole list. You then get a relationships tab for this company here. Down the side, it is showing you all of the different roles that they've been within our project. So this office here, they have been a bidder, they've been a contractor, they've been groundworks, and you can select the role if you want to look at the relationships for that office. So I want to look at this office here, where they've been the main contractor. There are 97 jobs. If I click contractor here, this is now going to show me all of the other roles that have been on those 97 projects when they've been the contractor with them. So I could click client, 75, and it will show me the 75 clients that that contractor have worked for. These are the companies that have appointed them as a contractor. It's currently ranking them at the top right here by joint order. You can click where it says view joint projects and it will show you the 7 projects they've worked on together. You can also switch the list. So if you don't want to see it in joint order, you can switch it and look at latest order. And then the company at the top would be the company they've most recently had a job with, which you can see now the order has changed into who's most recently worked with them. The next tab tab over is Works With Companies. So when you click on the Works With, it will give you a list of all of the projects that office are associated with. And whatever project you click, it will now list all of the companies that are working on that project. So if I click Resurfacing Works here, it will show you the companies that are on that project. So that just helps as a quick view of each of their projects and who is working with them on those. You then get the Updates tab, which is anything new or updated for that company. So in this list, it will show you any projects they've been added to as what role, and you'll see the project they've been added to there as well. Over at the right is the date that we made that change. They were added to it as a bidder, as a contractor, whatever role. The next tab over is the activities. So in this section, it's going to give you the option to track this company. There are a few options down the side, and it's saying here, create a new tag. If you already have tags created, when you click here, you'll see them load up. And the tags are little folders. You can create as many as you want, and you can put projects or companies into these. And you can see I've got lots of tags. I might want to add this company into my key accounts tag, new contractors to call, or you could create a brand new tag here by giving it a name. So if I created a tag and called it My Key Companies, select it here, click Add Tag. I've now created a brand new tag called My Key Companies, and I've put that company in. And you can then carry on putting other companies into this tag as well. And you'll be able to pull them up separately. You'll also be able to share that particular company with other colleagues. So anybody that has a license within your company, their name will appear. You select their name, you can add a message in and click share. That will email that company to your colleague with your message. My Notes is for you to add some notes into this company. So next time you come and look at this company, you'll see the notes you've last added against them. There's also an option, if you have access to the calendar function, to be able to go in and add a calendar reminder to this company. So if you want to speak to them again in 2 weeks, you go into the middle, add event, your subject, description, location are all free text for what you want to put into that reminder. And you set here the date you want to call this company back. You also set a time. When you then click save at the bottom, that will save a reminder for that company. When that is due, you'll get a reminder within the platform, and you'll also get an email to tell you you're due to call this company back today. And the collaboration shows you anything you or other colleagues have done. So you can see here, I added this into a tag, My Key Companies. I've also added this company as a favourite. The next is a group company. So if the company is part of a bigger group of companies, you'll see any linked or related offices in the group's company section. And the map, you'll be able to do a route plan. This will take your current location and give you directions to that company office. Or just pop a postcode in here, it would give you directions from that postcode to that company's office. Just above here, you'll see some quick links. So you have quick links if you've got any tags. So you can see there's a little one next to there because I've got this in a tag, and it's telling you above which tag I've got it in. You can share any notes you've got, and also if you've got any diary reminders. And you can just click on those and it will drop you to the notes section, to the tag section, to the shares. You then have this little star to make the company a favourite. So you can see the star is already blue. So I've already got this company as a favourite. So what it means is that anytime this office get a new job on our platform, I get an email alert through to let me know this company's got a new job. So any key companies that you have, any companies you want to start doing more work with, it's worth spending some time searching for that company and adding this favourite on so that you get alerts anytime that company is added new to a project on our platform. Over at the right, you also have the option here to print, so to send those details to the printer. And also if you want to make a company inquiry, you can click here and you can ask our research team a question about that company. Ask it here, click send, our team will look into that and they will come back to you by email. Whether they can or can't find that information, they'll come back to you and let you know.
Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about the Barbour ABI platform, don't forget to check out the full training room playlist available via the help button on the platform and on the My Barbour ABI page of our website. If you'd like to book onto one of our training sessions or receive your own bespoke training, just get in touch. Have a great day.